Hello, my good subscribers. Today, I also recorded one video for you to watch. As you can be able to see, you can be able to see the firefighting vehicle. Kenya Airways is there, Embraer 190, Marau Airline is there, Boeing 737, and also another aircraft, Embraer 190. It is also here. So there was the firefighting vehicle. Most of the time when Kenya Airways comes here, they must be around. Even some other aircraft, when they come, the firefighting vehicle must be there. So for safety reasons, the firefighting vehicle is supposed to be there because of the time of refueling, there might be some fire. So if there is fire and the firefighting vehicle it is there, they will be able to minimize the dangers of this fire, because if the fire it is too much and the fire fighting vehicle it is not there, then it will be a very big problem. So Kamuzu International Airport, it is well organized, well equipped. I'm telling you, Kamuzu International Airport is well organized. In the case of there is some other airports, you go there, you don't even see a firefighting vehicle. So here they have more than three. Having more than three is one of the best achievements in an airport, because that one, it is part of the requirement in the airport. So the firefighting vehicle now, it is going back. And now the airport is very clear. So this was some minutes past 1 p.m. So this is the time the airport normally becomes busy. So the airport, the peak time for this airport, it is 1 p.m. Few minutes past 1 p.m. That's when you get a lot of aircrafts. So when you check the flight radar tracker, for those people like tracking aircrafts, you can be able to download in your Play Store. You just go there and download flight radar tracker 24, which will help you to track the flights which are operating to and from Kamuzu International Airport. Like now, Kenya Airways, they are now finalizing, they have finished everything. The cabin crew member is almost closing the door. After closing the door, then the aircraft will be able to start taxiing to the taxi holding position. Then it will be able to request from the control tower for takeoff from Kamuzu International Airport to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, Nairobi. So as you can be able to see here, Malawi is very clean. Actually, this airport is very, very, very clean. Workers are here 24/7. They are now cleaning all the time. You get, it is not dirty as other airports are. This airport, it has flowers in the air side and also in the land side. It is very clean. You cannot see a paper. There is nothing bad here. Everything, it is so smart, very cool and smart. So in a given airport, the airport must be, whether it is small or big, the airport must be clean. That is what people need. That is what tourists need. Tourists need security, good welcoming people, and also they need cleanness. Whether you have security or not, but if you are not clean, tourists will not come in your country. Same case applies to the airlines. So even if an airline it is cheaper, even if it is cheaper, like Arabia, if it is not clean, passengers will not choose that airline. So that's why you normally see other airlines, they normally charge higher and others charge lower. So you wonder why. That is the reason. Either there is a high demand, many passengers they need that airline. Like now, you might get Emirates, it is charging 350 from Nairobi to Dubai. Air Arabia, it is charging 250 from Nairobi to Dubai. Kenya Airways, it is charging maybe 500 US dollars from Nairobi to Dubai. Then you wonder why. It is because of what we call demand. It's because of what we call competition. It's what we call service. So that's why you need to be very, very, very careful about aviation. So you can now be able to see my camera captured one staff here who was using a mower. That machine which is cutting grass down there, it is called a mower. A mower, it is a machine which is used to cut grass. Actually, grass, it is supposed to be very short to avoid some animals from hiding inside there. Like now, rats, snakes are not supposed to hide in this grass. So that's why it is supposed to be kept short. And also, once the insects are living here, they will be able to attract some birds. So that is what we call birds control. That is what we call birds strike. So birds, sometimes they affect the aircraft, so they need to be controlled. So to control it, you have to control what attracts them. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. I'm talking about birds control. It is being trained in many sectors whereby the birds need to be controlled. Like of late, we had an incident where an aircraft or precision air hit the bird, so it had a bird strike. So to avoid such a kind of problems, especially in an airport, grass, bushes, they need to be cleared and kept short and clean to avoid small animals like insects, rats, snakes from hiding inside. And also you need to ensure that there is no standing water. So that water has to be washed away to ensure that it doesn't attract birds. So as you can be able to see, some birds which are now rotating on the airport. So those birds, sometimes they are attracted by many things. They might be attracted by water. They might be attracted by food, food remains, which is on the ground. So that's why the airport is well organized. They have to reduce that grass. Maybe there is some insects which might be there to ensure that those insects are not pleasant and to ensure that they don't attract the birds. That's why you normally see the airport grass is very small, it's very short. You wonder why. Why can't it be bigger? No, it has to be kept short to avoid such a problems. And also in the airport, we don't have like we have dustbins. We call them FOD bins. So FOD bins, when you have eaten banana, you have eaten your yogurt, you have finished, and there is a potro. So all of them you put them in an FOD bin. So FOD, it means foreign object damage, or you can call it foreign object debris, meaning all the remains they are supposed to be kept in the FOD. So it is better for you to ensure that once you have eaten, you are supposed to put in the FOD. In the airport, you can be arrested for throwing the food remains